Lam. 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 Now we bring our attention 1 inch above the perineum, and this is behind the place where we urinate, and there we do the sound VUM, and as we slightly contract there, and we use the ring finger to touch the thumb. Let's take a deep breath in. VUM. Bum. 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 Now we go behind the navel, and there we do the sound rum as we gently squeeze inward at the navel, and we hold the mudra of the middle finger against the thumb. Take a deep breath in. Rum. 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 Now we come in between the breasts in the middle of the body, and there we do the sound yum, and we try to mentally contract. It's not easy to contract here, and we bring the index finger to the thumb. Take a deep breath in. Yum. 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 Now we come to the throat. Here we do the sound hum and we keep the thumbs up in a loose fist as the mudra. Take a deep breath in. Hum. Now let's bring our awareness to the middle of the head. And here we do the sound shum. So here too, thumbs up. Take a deep breath in. Shum. 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 Okay, now let's come to the top of the head. Om. Now let's begin our happy face breathing, the Ujjayi pranayam. So for those of you who already know it, please continue. For those of you who are new, I'll give the full details. Close your eyes and keep your focus on the throat and observe how the throat feels. It should feel normal. Now make a big smile and feel the slight stretch in the throat. And keeping the stretch in the throat, inhale and exhale. And you feel like the air is rubbing along the throat when you inhale. And as you exhale, you feel it again rubbing. So just focus on that and observe the rubbing over there. It almost feels like restricted breathing. And like anything in yoga, the effort should be very light. If you put too much effort, it'll create strain, and you don't want that. Shivaji Dasgupta, feel the rubbing in the throat a little bit more when you inhale and exhale. Then only you'll get the effect. Arunam Samsung, you're not getting the full effect of it. Don't lift up your head up and down. Keep the head still in a normal position and only focus on the breath and feel it in the throat. Otherwise, you won't get the effect. Very nice. Continue. Surya, you're not getting the effect. You need to focus a little more on the throat and feel the rubbing of the air in the throat. I will make the sound for you to understand how much it needs to happen. Inhale. Exhale. Try it that way, Surya. Sita, you have been doing this for quite many days, and your effect is very light. You're not getting the full effect. You need to do a little more. You should feel this, the rubbing of the air in the throat. If you want, you can lift up your hand and we will do together up and down. Sita, you want to try that? Lift up your hand a little bit more so I can see it good. Exhale. One more time. Exhale. Do you feel the difference now? Yes, that's the right way to do it. Come, continue. Arunam, you're not still getting the effect. Uh, Try to focus on the throat and let's try to breathe together. I'll lift up my hand and you also lift up your hand and we'll do together inhale and exhale down. If you can raise your hand a little higher, I can see it. Little more higher. I'm unable to see it. Little more higher. Bring it near your chest, only then I can see it, or keep it forward like that, up. Well, okay. Actually, Arunaji, I was not referring you. You are okay. You continue what you're doing. There is somebody whose name shows as Arunam Samsung SM G930A. That is the person I was referring to, this gentleman. Yes. Yeah. Okay, many of you have stopped doing it. Maybe you had enough. So let's go to the mantra now. So we will do the mantra Haim Im Am and visualize the flow of the mantra beginning from the middle of the chest and going upward through the top of the head. So Haim Im Am, Haim Im Am, Haim Im Am, you visualize it. Chandu Sankuratri, you have lot of disturbance going on because you're trying to sit comfortably. I will recommend you keep a chair with you, and you will find yoga is essentially in our mind, mind and spirit level that affects the body. So to focus on body and sitting on the floor, there is no merit. The key is you have to feel comfortable. So if you, from tomorrow on, please use a chair. Otherwise, you will not be able to get the higher yogic impact. So now we will go on to our spinal exercises. But before that, Manjula Asthana, this Haimimam which you did, do every day for 5 minutes in the morning and follow that up with 5 rounds of Bhastrika Pranayam. 5 rounds means total of 100 breaths, 20, 20, 20, 20. And do that twice a day and you'll be in good shape. Okay, so now let's get to our, and begin with the neck. As you exhale, bring one ear towards the shoulder and inhale, come back up. Exhale, go the other way. Inhale, come back up. Continue. Now, as you exhale, rotate your head and turn your head over one shoulder. Inhale, come back to the starting position. Exhale, the other shoulder. Okay. Now, as you inhale, take the head back. And as you exhale, bring the chin towards the chest. Now, as you come to the chest, inhale and make half a rotation, and then complete the 360 degrees with the exhalation. Okay. Now we can go in the opposite direction. Okay. Now we go on to our shoulder exercises. Inhale, lift up one shoulder, exhale, rotate it back and bring it down, then go to the other shoulder. Inhale, lift up the other shoulder, rotate it back and bring it down. Continue with the alternate shoulder rotation. Okay. Now we can raise the hands up. Inhale, palms up and stretch out your fingers. Exhale, thumb in, make a downward facing fist. Inhale and exhale. Now rotate around the wrist in one direction. And go in the opposite direction. Now bring the elbows in line with the shoulders. And as we inhale and exhale, we make big circles like that. Inhale and exhale. Visualize as you inhale, the hand is bringing energy to the face, and exhale, you're going down. Inhale, feel energized. Exhale, let out unwanted stuff. Sami Rangaswamy, do slowly. Inhale and exhale. The slower you do, better the impact. Let's go backward. Very nice. Now interlock the fingers and bring it behind your head. Keep the elbows in a perfect 180 degrees angle with each other. Don't let the elbows come forward. As you exhale, twist to one side. Inhale, come back, exhale the other way.
Hello, Moto. Hello, Moto.
Okay. Now let's do both shoulders together. Inhale, lift up both shoulders. Exhale, rotate, bring it down. Okay. Now cross your hand over the opposite knee and take the other hand behind you, and we turn to one side. Inhale, come back. Exhale, cross the other way, and we turn the other side. Okay. Now let's cross one leg over the other. And as you exhale, pull and turn your head in the direction of the knee that you're holding. Inhale, release, and exhale, pull and turn. Narayani, the only reason to pull the way you're pulling, where you're not compressing against the chest, is if you don't want to put pressure in your chest. Otherwise, your knee need to go, your right knee needs to go towards the left side. Yes. No, a little more to the left, the knee. Yes. and feel the compression in the abdominal area. Let's go to the other knee. Okay. Now let's get to our Bhastrika Pranayama, deep breathing. So for those of you who know it, please continue. For those of you who are new, the best way to describe it is keep your hand in the abdominal area. As you exhale, feel the abdominal area go in. As you inhale, feel the abdominal area come out, and continue inhaling. Feel the chest expand and the shoulder pull back. And as you exhale, everything collapses, abdominal area goes in, chest collapses, and shoulder relaxes. Inhale and exhale. This is the essential practice. Those of you who are comfortable using the hand, we do it in the same way. We keep the elbows close to the chest. As you inhale, feel the abdominal area come out. And as the chest expands, lift up the elbows. And as the upper lung breathes, the shoulder pulls back and the palms open up and go backward. Exhale, slowly come down. So let's begin. 1. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. And 90. Exhale. Last 20. Exhale. Relax, close your eyes, bring down your hands, and just observe any sensations you feel in the head. When the vibrations have settled, we will go on to meditation. It is 6:29, so we will cross a little more into time. If anybody needs to leave at 6:30, they can do so. Just so that you know that we will be keeping this as the regular practice. And from tomorrow on, we'll get about 4 minutes extra. Bal Mukund will begin the initial instructions 3 minutes earlier, so at maybe 5:27. So we'll be able to begin a little earlier and include the meditation within the time slot. Okay. So now let's close our eyes and we'll be in meditation. And those of you who have a personal mantra, you can do it. And Swami, you can try the Im meditation. So now a couple of announcements. The first announcement is on Thursdays and Sundays, our therapy facility will be available in Lanham, Maryland. And so those of you who need to make an appointment in person where we can measure with the electrophotonic imaging, please let Bal Mukund know or get in touch with me and we will take it forward. So it'll be only in the morning hours, Thursdays and Sundays. And so again, you can get in touch with me if you need that. Okay. So the second thing is we have number of new people who have added over here. All of you are our big yoga family over here. So if you would like to introduce yourself, people who have not done before, it'll be a very nice idea. So Gloria Remedios, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm a retired teacher and I'm in Toronto, and I got to know your session here through a friend of mine. And as I'm interested in yoga and deep breathing, I'm so happy that I joined in.
Excellent, excellent. I'm so glad you could join us.
I would like to introduce myself. I am Sami Rangasamy.
Yes.
I am from Pittsburgh.
Mhm.
And one of our colleagues in the Gita class, Venkatesan, he introduced me to your program.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah. One more thing, you know the N95 masks?
Yes.
These masks are certified in Pittsburgh in a federal facility where I'm working.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you for that service.
Wonderful.
Very nice. And one of the things, if any of you would in the future like to bring this therapy that we do, and the place where we specialize in is these very difficult conditions that many people have shared that they have found cure, not relief alone, with the mantras and practices we do. So if you would like to bring it to your city, you can talk to us and let's see how we can help more people. Okay, and there are many more new people. So thank you, the two of you who introduced yourself. I see over here, and particularly in the later this thing, unless people have started leaving. Anybody who has not introduced themselves before, Jagdish Kothari, please unmute yourself and speak up.
Hi, my name is Raman Parekh, and I was introduced by a friend, and I am enjoying this very well because we have short of breath. I'm 85 years old, and still my wife and we both are enjoying the session and we like it very much.
Very nice. Actually, for both of you, do regular practice of like 5 to 10 minutes, maybe even 10 minutes or longer in the morning of this Haim Mum flowing upward. Do that twice a day. And then immediately after doing it, follow up with this deep breathing, the Bhastrika Pranayam, which we were doing. You will find it very, very helpful.
Okay, thank you.
Such a pleasure. Thank you.
Dr. Rajan, this is Jagdish Kothari from
Yes.
Houston, Texas.
Yes.
We introduced by our family friend this morning, and this is our first class to join you.
Very nice.
Thoroughly enjoyed.
Thank you. Please join our family. We are very happy to have you. So anybody else? Anybody else who would like to speak up who has not spoken before?
Rajanji, I just wanted to say,
Yes.
it's a suggestion that Bal Mukund's presentation, those 3-4 slides, can be also put with the invitation every day, so that people, if they are coming late, they read it, they read it before they come.
Excellent idea. I think we will talk it over whether it is possible to keep all the elements into like a rolling slide with a set number of minutes while we are doing the Om chanting. That's a good idea, but we'll take it as it comes. Thank you. Good idea.
I agree.
Rajan sir,
Yes, sir.
the recitation of Haim Im is there a visualization?
Yes, you're visualizing like the Haim rising from the chest and going upward, Im, and going to the top of the head. What we found was that if we had people focus in the upper chest area, it would result sometimes for people will get headache or some kind of a clog would happen in the head. With the visualization, it serves all the purpose and works very well. The other option is not to visualize anywhere. Okay. Simply mentally visualize the mantra going without focusing anywhere.
Thank you.
And I guess people who are newer have kind of left the video. Okay, any other questions?
I'm going to ask you about my elbow,
Yes.
tennis elbow.
Yes, I saw your email, your text message.
Yes.
Text messages are not easy to respond. If you send me by email, then when I don't have the time to respond, I respond later. In
Okay.
text messages, if you don't respond immediately, it disappears with more and more things coming over there, right? So, so yes. So please send me an email and let's fix a time
Okay,
where we can deal with it, and that will be a good thing.
will do. Thank you.
You're very welcome. So, yes, Shashi Malik, you want to say something? Yes, introduce yourself also. Unmute yourself, please.
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yes, very well.
Yes, I'm from North Carolina, Cary, North Carolina.
Wonderful.
And I was introduced by Kamlesh Chawla,
Mhm.
and I'm doing that for a whole week, last week, and I'm enjoying it. Only thing is that my neck started hurting a little bit when I do shoulder exercises,
Mhm.
and it hurts a little bit, but everything else I'm enjoying.
Okay. When
Thank
you're
you
doing
so
it,
much.
if it's hurting you, don't do it.
Yeah, just my neck, little bit lower, near the shoulder, little bit under the neck.
Did you have that pain before?
No, I did not. No,
So then don't do the exercise that gives you any pain.
no, but that's something we can do, something else to relieve the pain.
Well, why would you want to create the pain before relieving it?
No, but I already had created. It's been there for 4 or 5 days.
Okay. So you can tell that it is when you do any one exercise, it comes on. Can you tell that?
Yes, those hand ones and this one when we do this.
Okay. See, the only reason the pain can come on is that you did it with strain.
Oh, I see.
If it is done with ease, it should go away. And it's on your left shoulder, right?
Yes, left shoulder. More. It's not on the shoulder itself. It's under the
Yeah,
the
I
neck.
understand. Yeah.
Right.
I have a question. My name is Sarita,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a question that I wanted a private appointment. Does that mean that I have to travel, or does that mean that I have to send you email at Balmukand's email address?
Where are you located?
I'm in Delaware,
Okay.
Wilmington, Delaware.
Yes. What we will do is give a couple of weeks time. And we in Wilmington, Delaware, we meet in the offices of Dr. Manisha Vadhwa.
Okay.
So what we will do is at a point in time where the COVID situation is such where we can come over there, at that time we'll come over there, we'll make an appointment. I usually come on a weekend day, and I'm usually there for the whole day. So there are many of you from Delaware, Philadelphia area, all of you who want to come, we can fix it on that day. So is Ratna here? No. Okay. So she's there. Okay. So Ratna, there is a question about whether we can organize something in Delaware. And at the moment things ease up a little bit, within the next month, if we can figure out if Manisha is good to do the program that we used to do, we can have one weekend day when we can come within the next 3-4 weeks. You have to unmute yourself.
I have one more question, and that is,
Ratna.
I'll check with the Manisha and let you know when we can.
Thank you so much. Yes, Saritaji, go ahead.
Well, I have atypical cells in thyroid. Does this, does your treatments do something for that?
Yes, we will do something about that.
Okay. And also you had mentioned that there is, I couldn't understand the town you mentioned in Maryland where you are doing some kind of
yes,
procedure or something. I didn't get that.
No, it is not a procedure. It is essentially an assessment technique whereby we can tell whether something is working or not. Okay. You see, what happened was, there are different ways of assessing whether a yoga technique is working or not and where the deficiency is, right?
Okay.
So in our case, we use a number of different techniques. If somebody has a pain and I ask them to do something and the pain reduces, that is immediate response for me that it is working, right? Now, in all cases, it may not be the case of the pain. Like in the case of your atypical cells, we cannot measure it with any pain or anything like that. So what happens is we can measure it in our machine, the electrophotonic imaging, where you stick one by one your 10 in there, and ask you a mantra immediately after the measurement and compare it to the first measurement, and it will tell me whether it created a change or not. Okay? So that's how we're able to verify. Actually, I'll give you a case that
I think the voice is hard to hear. We can't understand what.
Many lines are open.
The voice is breaking up, Dr. Rajan.
Okay, there are too many open this thing. Shashi Malik, can you mute yourself? And okay, hopefully, if is it better now?
Yes, much better.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so we had a case not too long ago where somebody had pulmonary fibrosis. Okay. And what happened was, it always helps us to know the location where the fibrosis is affected. Okay. So based on the imaging, the information that was given, we understood it was in the sides of the lungs. And so what we did was we tried a mantra. Now we need some kind of measure to know whether it is working or not, right? So because it was the COVID season, we did it over the video call. And so we used the pulse oximeter to take a reading before and after. So before the oxygen saturation was 95%. And after doing the mantra for 10 minutes, when he took the reading, it was down at 84%. Okay. But he had no negative impact whatsoever. How many of you have heard of this happy hypoxia? Nobody has heard of happy hypoxia? Okay, so one person has. So what has happened is in this COVID season, there are a lot of people whose oxygen level suddenly drops into 70s, and they don't even realize the oxygen concentration is dropping. They are feeling very good and nice, but suddenly they just fall. Okay. And this has been an impact that we have observed in the COVID situation.
Right.
We have a hypothesis as to why that is happening. We think that when the immune system activates, the nervous system is put on hold, and the oxygen concentration through the chemoreceptors is largely being controlled with the nervous system. And so what happens is, as the immune system is reworking itself to fight the COVID, it's putting on hold. That was our assessment. Now, that is our assessment, and it was the same thing in the case of the pulmonary fibrosis that we were able to assess. But then that's only a hypothesis. So we said we need a second measure of being able to validate. So what happened is, even though it was the COVID season, I sent somebody to the home of this person to take the pre-post reading after the mantra. And you know what happened? This is what really blew me away is the adaptive immune system improved by 49% pre to post of the mantra, right? Wow. And what happened was we saw that the adaptive side of the physical lungs, the respiratory system, and the cardiorespiratory system, those factors improved by 20%. But the real change was coming from the immune system. So in your case, Saritaji, if we are looking at the atypical cells, and if they are being corrected, we will look at the adaptive immune system to see whether it's working.
And how do you measure adaptive immune system?
Well, the adaptive immune system is basically from the left hand middle finger, the readings is what is telling me.
Oh, I see.
In the electrophotonic imaging.
Okay.
We get quantitative numbers. You see, that is the effect, that is the usefulness of the tool that we have. And by the way, Professor Ratna Nandakumar has one of these machines. She was telling me it's not working very well, so we have to figure out what it is. But normally, even if I am not in Delaware, it is possible for you to take this reading, and by video call, we can work through everything.
Okay. All right. And what is the name of the town in Maryland that you go to?
Actually, normally we are in the medical clinics in Rockville and in Germantown. Okay. But actually what has happened is, because the doctor's offices are all shut, they are into telemedicine now.
Yeah.
That place is not accessible. So what has happened is we have a temporary facility in Lanham, Maryland, and it's a non-profit organization that teaches high school students and undergraduates in the use of robotics and how to use science. Science-based physics and all the computer science, how they can integrate and do things research-based. So they teach them. So they have made it available, and they basically told me, this is available for you, but what you should do is you should teach how you use electrophotonic imaging for some of the students who come over there. So that's the deal.
Very good. Very good. Wonderful.
Yes. Well, we have 6 more minutes to go. Anybody share any experiences?
May I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
I was doing Haim Im for half an hour. And yesterday was a little difficult because I couldn't concentrate on breathing straight. But today I was able to do somewhat. But you know what happened is my left eye started to hurt. And when I was doing that, left eye kept on moving up and down, but the right eye didn't. So I have a pain in my left eye.
Okay. I'm going to ask you a question. How is breathing related to doing the Haim Imam?
Well, I'm in your research thing because you have shortness of breath. That's what the test showed, you know.
Yeah, but the thing is basically, I'm asking, are you trying to do Haim Imam with your breath?
No, but when I breathe, the breath just goes up. I know you said not to use breathing. We can do without breathing.
No,
But
I just said, let the breathing happen on its own. Don't focus on the breathing.
no, I don't, but I see it going up and down. I tried to make it normal, but it just won't happen. It just every time I tried, I would say my left eye, when the breathing was going up, my left eye would go up. Then I put my head down, it was a little better. And then I noticed that if I started breathing from the right side, just straightening up with the nose, it worked a little better. But if it was a little bit off, it just go in circle, like I was going in egg shape or in a carousel going round and round. But it might take me a little time to straighten it up, because the breathing should be straight with the nose, I think, going straight. Am I right?
Actually, I have another question. The question is, the shortness of breathing you have, how long have you had it?
Oh, long time, but it's a little better because I found out, I don't know, going on long time, but the breathing test, everything showed that I was shortness of breath. It's a
Okay,
shallow.
so what did the doctors recommend?
Well, nothing. They gave me inhalers and
what inhaler?
You know, I don't remember the name, but I haven't used it since I started your program. I haven't used it for 5-6 days.
That is not the way to do it. Okay. So what you need to do is you need to use your inhaler and then continue with all these practices. Okay. So the key thing is, if you have a bronchodilator, something that opens up, that is the easiest one with minimal impact. Now, if you have one which also has a steroid component, that is perhaps not the best, but if that is there, if you, instead of doing it if you're doing it in the afternoon hour practice, in the morning, you can take the inhaler, or you can take it at night if you have once a day or whatever. So that's why I need to know what inhaler you have.
Oh, I'll have to tell you tomorrow because it's in the room.
Yeah.
But
what happens is, see, what it is you cannot miss out on your medication and come and tell me you have shortness of breath and you have had it for so many years and you're fully doing only this practice. Remember, the body can adjust only slowly. It cannot make sudden changes. Okay. So you have started the yoga practice, but keep your medication going. Once you have been able to be with the yoga practice for a period of 1 month or so, then you can reduce the dosage of the medication. Okay.
Just one statement. I found out 5-6 days ago, my cough, if you remember, I'm the one who called you about the cough. You told me to put ghee on it. 5-6 days ago, I found out it's an allergy from wheat. When I stopped eating roti and anything wheat stuff, I have no cough.
Very nice.
Yeah, so I don't need the allergy medicine or inhaler. I feel pretty good. So
you're telling me you're having shortness of breath.
That's what they had. They said I have a shallow breathing. Shallow breathing. That's what they said.
Yeah. I think what we should do is we should have this conversation offline. Where are you located?
New Jersey. I was planning to come and see you, but because of this state changing, and I don't want to have 2 weeks of, staying away from the state, and I cannot get up in the really early in the 4 o'clock and come and see you at 6 o'clock. So,
where in New Jersey are you?
I'm in Edison.
Okay. So what we'll do is when we come into to Wilmington, Delaware, it'll probably be an 1.5 or 2 hours drive for you there. That may be a good location to meet halfway.
Well, I go to Washington DC a lot to see my brother. So it's
Oh,
easier.
wonderful. Then you can meet us over here. Good
Yeah.
idea.
But how often are you seeing the patients?
Actually, I see about 2 days in a week.
Okay.
So at this time, Thursdays and Sundays I've kept. So we'll see how it goes. Okay. So with
Okay.
that, let's close over here. Let's do one long Om. It's 7 o'clock. Ashok Batra ji, Mrs. Batra, we can talk tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
Let's
Sure.
take a deep breath in. See you all tomorrow. Namaste.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.